Hello everyone, my name is Tom, and welcome back to Let's Talk with Tom. And today we're going to be talking about, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. So how about that show? People on the internet still love Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, especially Frankie. Maybe a little too much on Frankie. So anyways, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is about a kid whose last name is Lion. So he gets sent to an animal school. And they're sentient animals that act like humans and wear clothes and stuff like humans do. And he has a friend that's a spider monkey. And I guess is also his gym partner, and that's why the show is called. There's a monkey. That's not Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. You guys gave me the wrong script. Yeah, like if you guys are gonna make me use a script, at least give me the right one, like the one for the right show. Can someone come and take? Can you get me the script for this? Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Foster's Home is about a yellow sea sponge human man who works as a fry cook and lives in a pineapple under the sea. That's not right either. That's SpongeBob. That's SpongeBob SquarePants. You know that show that everyone loves? And not so that show that, like, you know, the show everyone knows. Everyone knows what that show is. Can you, like, this isn't Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Like, can you please get me the right script? Alright. So in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Bill Murray plays a weatherman who keeps reliving the same day over and over again until he gets it right. It's a heartwarming story about love and time and how little of it we actually have and how valuable it can be. Foster's Home analyzes how time and consequences and actions all tie together. Why did you put Foster's Home? This is about Groundhog Day. Why did you even put Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends in the script? Who wrote this? Seriously, like, you built this up so much. Like, there has to be a payoff, right? Right? Like, we don't have all day here. Can you please get me the script for Foster's Home? Alright. So, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is a black spin-off of Family Guy. Did they need to make Cleveland's son a fat, soft-spoken version of Chris when he was an energetic little kid when he appeared in Family Guy years ago? And also, how did he age up when none of the other adolescent kids did? Like, Stewie stayed a baby, Chris and Meg stayed teenagers. Why did Cleveland Jr. randomly show up one day and he was the same age as Chris? That's not how age works. Age gaps don't just close up when it's convenient for you. That's some lazy writing, Seth MacFarlane. I'm not even mentioning the fact that Cleveland Jr. wasn't even present in the series for all that time. What's wrong, Seth? Afraid to have more than one black character regularly appearing in your show? And if you do have more than one, they have to be related? Then when you start getting paranoid that people would catch on, you made a show about the one black character you had in your original show, and you weren't even creative with the name of the show. You just named it after a character, Cleveland. The show was called The Cleveland Show. You couldn't name it something creative like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? Are you serious right now? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not getting paid nearly enough to deal with this. Like, are you Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, a show where a bunch of parents didn't know how to watch their kids. That's right, Stu Pickles. That's right, D. Look what your kids are doing when you're not around. Are you kidding me?
Okay, great. So, let's see your slave face. Can we get a little more emotion? Why are you smiling? Next.
Like, seriously, this isn't funny anymore. Like, this is, people at home are getting tired of this. Can you please? Alright, thank you. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It's that show with imaginary friends, and they're all in this house together. And there's this kid named Mac, and he had an imaginary friend called Blue, and Blue was an asshole. And there's this walking palm tree bird, like Pokemon, named Coco, who could only say her name, Coco, like a Pokemon. And she would, like, lay Easter eggs, and it's like, oh yeah, we need a grilled cheese sandwich. Why do we need a grilled cheese sandwich? I don't know, we just need one. She could pop one out. I don't know where they came out. I'm not exactly looking to investigate that, but then you had Eduardo. He was the Hispanic big bull dude who's very nice. He was a gentle giant. He was that guy. He was that guy. He could murder someone. Like, look at those teeth. Look at those claws. Look at those horns. Like, he could murder a man with his bare hands easily. But he didn't, because he was a kind man. He was a kind person. He was a good person. And then you have Wilt, and he's a nice dude too. Man, everyone in this show is so nice. Except for Blue. Fuck Blue. We'll get to him later. And you know, Wilt, he's this nice disabled basketball player whose dreams were crushed by a freak accident. You got all these really nice imaginary friends, and then, you know, they're so ready to welcome Mac and Blue into their household. And it's so heartwarming. Then you got Frankie, and she's like stressed out and stuff because she's a young adult trying to do all this stuff. But also like she's nice. She's welcoming and accommodating to Blue and Mac. And you know, I mean, Mr. Harriman was kind of a dick, but like Madame Foster, she was nice. All these people were like super nice. But then the Avatar disappeared when the world needed him most, and that was when the Fire Nation attacked. And then Foster's Home had a spin-off series and a severely whitewashed live-action movie by M. Night Shyamalan. In fact, episode 9 of season 6, they addressed this when Mac looked straight in the camera like The Office and said, "Fuck white America." I don't think this actually happened. I think you're talking about Avatar. And I don't think they even had that in Avatar. I don't think anyone in any cartoon, at least a kid's cartoon, has ever looked in the camera and said, "Fuck white America." I don't think anyone has ever done that. I don't think SpongeBob has ever looked in the fucking camera and said, "Fuck white America," or anything along those lines, like dismantle the patriarchy or anything like that. I don't think that's ever happened. I don't know who wrote this. Like, you know that people get fucking all pissed at me and be like, "Oh, you don't fucking like whatever," whenever I say something wrong, and still you decide that you're gonna give me these fucking scripts with all this fucking bullshit in there that isn't factually correct. Like, fucking, I still got people coming at me because I said fucking Goku was holding back. Like, fucking, get off my fucking dick, for God's sakes. Like, and y'all ain't helping me. Y'all are not helping me right now. Like, come on. Seriously? Like, I thought y'all were supposed to be, like, supporting me out here, but fucking nah, y'all putting me under a bus. I don't give. Thank you for watching Let's Talk with Tom on the Roundtable, but Tom isn't just on the Roundtable. I have my own self-titled personal channel. I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, I have Snapchat, I have all that good stuff. In fact, I even have a Tumblr. So, if you're interested in any of that, check that out, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!